Good afternoon, friends. I am trying to be as brief as possible. Actually, I was told that 20 minutes will be given to you. So, I have tried to consolidate the information. So, hope there will not be much overlap between my paper and Madam's paper. I would like to start with Helen Keller's quotation. She said, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." This refers to inclusion. That's, if I want to teach a child alone by keeping him or her alone, it is difficult to teach him. Whereas, when I put him in the mainstream, then that child will be getting educated along with the normal children. So they will also be helping him to learn. So together we can achieve more. So this is the spirit of inclusion. Okay. Okay, friends. Actually, India is located in the map of science and technology. We occupy a very predominant place. We are experts in software. We have good scientists. But at home, when we look at the situation, we really feel very sorry because we are not still able to achieve universalization of education or education for all, especially when it comes to the differently abled children and other disadvantaged sections of the society, like maybe girls or the children in remote areas still do not have access to education. So today let us see how there is disparity with respect to gender, with respect to region, and how to see that those disparities will vanish, how to overcome those disparities, and how to educate the differently abled children along with the normal children through inclusive education. Then one more thing which I have considered is quality concerns with respect to teacher education. So we speak, though I am speaking in general about education, my focus is on primary and secondary education. So still we are not able to achieve universalization of education, and the main thing, a main hindrance is the exclusion of certain sections of the society, like differently abled children, women, and the children in the remote areas. Okay? So, actual meaning of inclusion is ensuring a basic minimum education for everybody, irrespective of their status. So, okay, inclusion in education is not with reference to special education alone, because in special education we have already, I think this is a repetition because Madam has already covered this. So in special schools we have the children who have only those disabilities, but inclusion is bringing them along with the normal children. So, for inclusion, we have three main strategies, that is the policies or the strategies. Of course, when we start with DPEP, how the different trials were given to bring the children to mainstream, and the right to quality education. And one more thing, friends, we'll have to think of the equity also in consideration, because we are not thinking of only the equality. Equity refers to the social justice also. So it's not only with respect to the caste or the creed, it is with respect to the abilities and the status of the children also. So those three we are covering here, that is right to quality education, and of course we are now say that primary education is right of all children, so we will have to protect the rights of children. Okay, so when we look at, of course with inclusive, we call it IED, that is Inclusive Education for Disabled. This was actually started by the central government, then later on extended to the state governments, and with this of course we are able to achieve some improvement, and that is shown through these figures. That is, enrollment of the girls was 43.8% in 2000 and 2001, and it increased to 48.2% in 2013 and 14. So all these are the results of the different measures taken by both the central government and the state government. So, and now the added advantage, of course, now inclusive education is a compulsory course in the new B.Ed syllabus. I think all of you know this. So actually a week ago in our university, they are conducting the orientation program for the newly introduced courses which were not there. So as part of it, Sharda Vilas College conducted orientation program on inclusion, inclusive education or inclusion in education. So actually I was telling them, I think with just IED, we are able to achieve this much of improvement. Maybe with inclusive education, actually in IED, some teachers were trained to teach educably differently abled children. Now, when it is introduced as a course in B.Ed, I think almost all the teachers will be able to teach the educably retarded children or educably handicapped children. So I think these figures can improve a lot with this new measure. So actually I was telling our teachers in that orientation program, to their proceedings they can add the proceedings of your seminar also. I mentioned about your program. So then I think we will be able to achieve the objective of universalization of education. So that was with respect to primary education. When you come to secondary level, in 2000 and 2001, it was 38.8%, and it increased to 47.1% in 2013-14. And even the gender parity, because we have the disparities with respect to the gender and also the region. When we consider the region, the gender parity index was 0.82 in 2000 and 2001, and it increased to 1.03. That means even this we are able, of course, as a result of more enrollment of girls, this gender parity index would also improve. Then, when we take this higher secondary education also, it increased from 0.8 to 0.98 from 2000, between 2004-05 and 2013-14. And even with respect to adult education also, it increased by, of course, by 0.1%. So it's not only with respect to the secondary, primary education or secondary education, it also increased with respect to higher education, adult education also. And the different initiatives taken by the government, of course, again it's a repetition. It was in 11th 5-year plan also, and it has been continued in 12th 5 years plan also. So inclusive and qualitative expansion of higher education, schemes for promotion of equity and schemes for promotion of equity and inclusion. As a result of this, we have many schemes, like we have these hostels for girls, hostels for women, hostels for minorities.